to be at the shoulder rest, right? So that's the length, the standard length that we started with. And then spring-wise, the leg series is usually 2 reds, and the foot rest is all the way down. So just stay out of our way. And then the risers, I said I always pretty much typically leave them up. And for leg series, it's nice to have them up. So I get on and
So did you say for the studio that will be standard, those won't be adjusted?
you can if you need to. I mean, you could adjust them if it feels better to somebody to adjust them.
But to put it back together, it should be in that,
Yeah, the height. These ones we put down because these are the Cadillacs.
Oh, right.
But those we just leave at the top. Yeah. So, feet in. And I want to make sure that I'm not too pressed up into my shoulder rest. That's never a good thing. And what's nice about this is I can be in neutral spine for all of these exercises, right? That's, the straps are taking weight of my legs. So it makes, if somebody doesn't have the strength to do abdominal work on the mat, this is a great way to get them to find that neutral position and learn stability here. So for leg series, the first one is in turnout, and it's just up, down, and turnout. So I come up and I usually teach them the first one that I'm doing that. The top of the motion is the length, it's determined by the length of their hamstrings. So my tail has to stay down. I don't want them up here. Right, they're down. And so that way I can keep it neutral. As soon as I go here, I flatten my back, right? So that's going to be the top of my motion. And then exhale to pull downward. Right? And again, I'm not going to go so far that I'm arching. Right? I keep it in control. I'm really in that neutral position. So you shouldn't see the stomach moving. I exhale, sorry, I should have taken off earlier. But I exhale as I pull down, so this stays. Inhale to come back up. So Minjay's putting her cell phone on people right here and saying, don't let it tilt, hold it still. So that they learn, or you can have them put their hands here and feel that as they go. So up, down, we have up, down in turnout. We have up, down in parallel. Now when I come to parallel, I tell them that I still want them to feel the inner thigh working. But here I'm driving more from the heels and from my sits bones pulling down. So it's more, it feels, I focus more on that hamstring pull in this position. Right? It feels so good. Hamstring stretching. Right, so we have up, down, turnout, up, down, parallel. We have up, down, and internal rotation. So we were talking about internal rotation at the hip. So the mistake here is people do that. Have I internally rotated up my hips at all? No, just my feet. So that's not the point, is it? So the feet have to stay strong. I'm going to internally rotate my here, right? That's all I got. And now I'm going to go up and down. So I don't use this with everybody because most people don't need it. And a lot of, the rest of the people can't do it. So
and what's the benefit of it?
The idea was to get the hip, so these are really nice for lubricating the hip joints. The idea with having the internal rotation option is that we're also going that way. So people who are very bow-legged actually should work a little bit in internal rotation. But people who are knock-kneed really should be working in external rotation anyway. So you'll just have to see, and you can try it out on people, try it out on all your people and see, but know that it's here that's internal rotating, not there, right? Okay, so then we have circles. So we have circles in turnout, right, or ovals. So it's not very wide. What happens, a lot of people just go for it, and that's, there's no control. I tell them that here you're zipped up together and tight, and you want to imagine there's still an elastic pulling you together as you open. So there's always this connection. So now I've got these active the whole time. And then we do the reverse. Right? In turn in, we can do circles and turn into, but then again, the width of that circle is going to be limited. Right? I can still go up, down, but the width of that circle and then the reverse is limited. And I'm working really hard to keep my ankles from wanting to roll in.
Very hard to do.
In the parallel, we do boxes, so we go down, open, up, in, down,
We actually used to do
open,
something like this in-
up, in, and then they go open,
Killer.
down,
Long time to
in,
warm up to.
up.
There's
Right?
something to do.
This is the hardest one to keep the tail down, so that's what you're gonna watch for.
Yeah. Racing.
Then we have Hollywood legs, we call it. So Hollywood legs, I usually start them with frog, although frog is literally part of the supine series. But I like to use it to guide this exercise. So again, tail down, pressing out. That was our frog, right? So I end frog here, and Hollywood legs is one leg frogs,
Like kick like
the other leg opens, right? Pelvis stays fixed. So it's together
karate.
and out. So you don't see me doing this a lot in my group classes because somebody who's unstable at the pelvis or sacrum can throw their alignment off or will not feel comfortable with it. And people go all kinds of, they don't keep that connection very well, so you'll see people all over the place on these. Yeah, so you want to really get that to stabilize and move. These are not about huge leg motions, they're about stability here in my opinion. Yeah? And then
stretch though, right?
you can use it for a stretch. Yeah, I could have them sit here and find that stretch. And then we do have the open close. So open close is out
With it.
and back. And now I can work wider and wider depending on the flexibility, right? And we do have one that's turned in, but look at that, that's all I've got, right? Out here. And then we have turn out, turn in, turn out, turn in, and in, turn out,
I'm sure there was a
in, turn out. That's fine. Yeah, so we can have those.
Oh, yeah.
We have diamond pulls. So diamond pulls, I keep the shape. This is my diamond. And I'm going downward and up. So this takes a lot of, this is not a beginner one either. It takes a lot of work to keep it there. And then we start going into high levitation. So we have high frog and we have diamond pulls with levitation. So I like to make sure that I'm not squashed in here. Lower the headrest and I roll up. So high frog, you can hold on up here if you want, and you're going to press out and in. Right, out and in.
So you're levitating on the out.
I'm staying, hopefully staying pretty much put with my butt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the diamond is a little more open, and then I'm going down and up. Right, down and up. Yeah, for diamond pose. And then long spine stretch is like roll over on the floor. So long spine stretch can be really equated with that. Some people change the length of the straps. I like to leave them as is. I find it works the best, but we'll see with the different bodies if we need. If you don't feel like you can keep resistance, so Sarah, you might be the one that we need to lengthen the straps a little bit for, just because you're tall. But we'll see how it goes. I keep them pretty much as is. And for long spine stretch, it's like, if you remember the short spine stretch, what was the goal of short spine stretch? It was really to stretch the spine, right? But we did that in a flexed knee position. Long spine stretch is the same idea, that we want to stretch the spine, but we're doing it in a lengthened position. Right? So I'm going to go up and over, open, roll down, come together, up and over, open, come down, and together. And then I can reverse, going over, open, come together, rolling down. Yeah? So then from there, so that was the leg series. And then to go back to coordination, not coordination, I'm sorry, overhead. Right, overhead is a combination, we have lots of steps for it. So there's the beginning, the intermediate, and the advanced. So I'm going to show you all three. And the variations are there so that you can break it down for somebody who's not as advanced or make it harder for somebody who is. So the legs start up, the arms start up. I'm going to pull down, then I'm going to go over, And then I'm going to open and roll down, come back together, and up. So that's my, and then my arms come up. That's my beginner version. Arms down, over, open, down, and together, up. With the intermediate, I'm going to go down, over, open, and now I'm going to come up with my arms as my legs come down. Okay, the advanced, I'm going to go over, open, and reverse, back up. The super advanced, we're going to go over, open, up, and I'm going to go all the way down to dead hang and come back. Right? Let's start introducing. And then you're going to just find your neutral spine, and then leg pulls down and turn out. Yep, exhaling down, inhaling back up. So I'm going to take you through the way I usually sequence it in a group setting, which would be up and down here. Find your limits of your range, so pull down as far as you can, keeping neutral, and then exhaling, coming up, letting the, inhaling, coming up, letting the hamstring pull and stretch. Exhale, pulling down, inhaling, coming to the up.
From least to most of it.
Yes.
One black, two whites, one white. Or two whites, and one black.
And so from the top, you're going to open and circle the legs. Not too wide, so they should stay at about shoulder, just wider than the carriages in that place. And always imagine that elastic pulling you together. And then let's reverse the direction. So pulling down, coming up. So Kim, you're coming a little bit more than you need to. The tail is coming up just a tad.
What if we have 2 reds on?
Yeah, it's only 2 reds. You can make it a little lighter though if it's pulling you too far.
And your feet are just
Turn it out.
but your feet are not, it's
I don't really emphasize in the straps because it's hard to
It's
emphasize
hard.
what your foot position is.
yeah.
Good. And then stop at the top. We're going parallel, little space between, pulling down from the hamstrings all the way to the heel. So here it is more of a flex.
Sure.
Keep that connection in the inner thigh.
This is really.
Good. So Sarah, watch that rib cage on the last bit of it down.
Yeah, that could be like really good. Here's kind of a ball.
You could if somebody cannot keep that connection, but I want you to feel it without anything there. Yeah. Again, down. So good. And then, so rectangles, so you from the top, open to the width of the carriage, pull down, come in and back up. Good. Open, down, come in and up. Not touching, but in. Yeah? So wide, down, narrow, up. Do that one more time. Good, now reverse the direction. So narrow down, wider, coming up. Good. And then let's try holding at the top. And you can go to internal rotation. So at the hip, strong ankles. Yeah? So something that I often do with people here, just to teach them the difference. So stop for a second there. See if you can turn the bottoms of your feet towards each other in the strap. Make the bottom, yes, like this. Now turn them away from each other as much as you can. Yes. So that away feeling is what you want to keep when you're going into internal rotation. Do that. Yes. So that the ankle doesn't get involved.
Oh, wow.
Yes, a lot of work.
That's a lot of
And
work.
now try going up and down there.
Okay. Your legs are straight, right?
Yes. Hurts your knee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. You're a little tight over there.
It's all easy.
Good. And then you could try little circles.
Pull under my own thighs.
Yeah, some people get it all in their thighs. Some people feel a little pinch in the lateral part of the knee. Good. And reversing.
And then look the hand up to the
Good.
Next one.
And now pull down, and you're gonna go about halfway down. Turn your feet out, and here you're gonna open and close. So start small, open, and squeeze back together. Yes. So the carriage is moving, but Sarah, not quite that much. Try and keep the legs a little more level rather than up and down towards your body. So the distance from your trunk to the legs is similar. It's not up very far and then down. It's more just about there. And then keep them there. So the carriage will go out and in a little bit there.
Is it traditionally point and flexion?
Actually, we don't really specify until you go into turn out. And now you can go turn in to come in.
You do.
Turn out to open up. Turn in to come in. Okay, now
One after that then.
turn
And then
in,
after that,
turn out. Turn in, now reverse. So opening while you're turned in, and then go to the turn out and come back.
just to see.
Oh, we're gonna repeat that now?
It's, yeah, the idea is that it'll lubricate the hip. I just feel like the turn in is pretty harsh. Can relax your shoulders. Yeah. Yes.
Fourth available.
Good.
May.
And then go ahead and
Oh, I
bend
can't
into
do that
frog.
anyway. I'm gonna
So let's go to, try to do 2 frog press outs, just keeping that tail down
What's my
and
last
pressing
one?
out in frog. Your neck can, good, yeah,
April.
good. And then hold the legs straight out.
Are you back?
Right, so now you're gonna bend one knee into frog. Why don't we do the
I'll be back
left
to
into
27.
frog, the right leg open out to the side.
So
Okay.
that's okay.
Press it back to the center, out together, and then switch sides. And then press it back,
Have I got a record?
and then
of that?
switch.
I will do.
I
And press it back,
27.
and then switch. And press it back,
The
and
27th.
switch.
27. At what time?
And press it back, one last, and switch sides. So zipping up in the middle every time. Good, nicely done. Okay, so diamond
Okay, why
pose.
don't you do
Come
that?
into sort of a half frog, no, feet are apart still, yes. It's still that,
The
but a
one
little
before
less
that,
bend than
she's
the,
gone.
yeah.
Right, the week of the 8th.
So keep your feet away from you more.
That's good. I wouldn't come in.
Right, and so now, keeping the pelvis steady, the heels are dropping towards the floor, keeping the knees at that same angle.
And you think Medicare will take that last one?
I think so. It's just whenever she's done with an appointment, that's when I'm able to see the update. So I don't know until after the fact, but I think it'll be fine up to that point. Beyond that, I'd
Good.
have to double check.
Alright, so
You
you're
should
coming to
just
easy
check
ones.
now.
Ready?
I can't.
So take your legs back into
Yeah,
frog.
it goes
Lower
after
your
the
head
appointment,
rest.
so it's hard for me to tell.
And you can put your hands onto the pegs up there. Scoot away a little bit, yeah, like this one.
What do they usually allow?
So here you're gonna hollow your belly and roll up like a coccyx
It
curl,
depends.
right? And you're gonna press the legs out at an angle,
Usually
keeping the
for
hips
sure
up the whole
it's
time.
15.
Yes.
And right now you're
And
at
then
10.
bend back in,
So
keeping the
11.
hips elevated.
Okay.
And then after there, I
There
have
you
to
go,
count
nice and
down.
done. So you're a little more diagonal with the legs. Yeah, and then bending in. Good, so press, yes, that's maybe a little bit more out if you can.
The carriage moves, it
Yes.
doesn't mean close up. Try not to move it.
Oh, that's fine. There you go. Good. So now let's hold and then diamond shape the legs. Keep those hips up. Good. And see if you can lower the heels towards the carriage, downward and upward. Nicely done. It's not a totally down. You don't go all the way down. There you go. Laura's got it. That's it. Good. And then Genevieve, make sure so you're a little too wide. You lost kind of that inner thigh connection there. Yeah. So keep pulling together here more. There. Yes. And keep elbow over. Yes. Down, up. Good. And then come in. We don't have to do too many of those. Bend your knees in. And let's slide your hands in place of your feet. Oh, sorry. Don't long spine stretch. I forgot long spine stretch. I'm sorry. So go ahead and press out straight legs now. Let's zip the heels together. And you're going to go folding over. So up and over. Let the carriage come home. Open the feet. Flex a little bit and pull down through the spine. Right, so we bring the tail down. And then the feet follow, circling around together again, and then they go up and over.
And this is in parallel.
This is turned out going over.
Oh, turn out going over.
parallel as you come down. So fold more, Sarah, fold.
No tension.
No, yeah, see. That's what I was very, but I actually like to shorten them a little bit. So, don't come so hard on your neck. Just leave this part down. Yes, there it is.
And then open and come down.
Oh, so my legs aren't folded over.
They're folded. You're not as lifted up. Yeah, you don't have to go as far up on your chest, on your upper back.
You're talking about.
Let your body there.
Yes,
So don't lift your butt as high.
yeah. And it seems like maybe it's better after an exercise.
It won't be as much movement that way. So we could shorten your straps and you'll get more movement, but the angle stays that same. So the angle is more of a folded over, not as much of an up direction. That's what we were working on.
But you love to levitate up, right?
You still levitate up, not that way, that way. So here, over your head. Now come down.
But that doesn't,
Sorry. Do it together. Now do it. Alright, so try the opposite, which is opening and going up and over. And then coming, bring the heels together and come down. So I used to shorten the straps for myself because I felt like I got more motion out of it. So somebody which, like Laura's got a very
I
flexible
don't know what
spine.
to do about it.
So she might want to shorten the straps and feel like I'm not going over. You don't have to go over very much.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people. Genevieve, is this okay on you?
I've just been in a class,
Yeah.
and the girl next to me kept
Good. So come on down from there and let's bend the knees and put your hands in. Now we'll go over.
That really gets my inner thighs.
Good. Wow. It's always good to train your thighs. I would never think that if you're getting
I
around.
know, it's good.
Okay, so now hands are in the straps, legs are straight up to the sky. Right in, turn out. Right, so this
So that's pretty good.
Yes.
I didn't know how much.
Just this.
But you know,
This doesn't have to turn out as much.
Yeah.
But I do that
Yes,
one
this is
time
good.
a week, so.
Yes, good, really stretching. All right, so now the arms are gonna pull down. You're reaching down and stretching long through the arms. The legs go over, so the hands reach away, so allow the legs over. Good. You're gonna open the feet slightly and roll down through your spine. Finish that roll down, zip the legs together and bring the arms back up. That is the beginner version. One more time, arms pulling down. Nope, arms down first. Then legs over,
And my, this is getting
then
better.
open and roll back down through the spine.
Yeah, that's it, he said I.
And then the arms up towards the ceiling. Okay, now intermediate. Arms and legs go at the same time. So arms pull down as the legs go over.
That's not good. Okay,
A little bit harder, yeah?
so this is
Opening
much better, see?
and rolling down through the
Yeah, I always
spine. Open
have
the
that.
feet at the top and then roll down through the
So,
spine. One more time. Arms down, legs go over at the same time. Open the feet
but I mean,
and
this
roll
is-
down.
You
Good.
made
Zip
this
the
look
legs back up
easy.
together and arms up. That's my job, is to make it all look easy. Otherwise you wouldn't want to do it, right? Okay, so then we're going to advance. So arms down, legs over at the same time. Good. And now arms up, legs coming down at the same time. Arms reaching away. So always reaching those arms away. You guys have something to work for.
Yeah.
Right, and then if you can do that, you'll do the dead hang kind of. So you're going to go arms down, legs over together. Then coming back, keep reaching the hands long as you can unroll. Let the legs circle down together and up as you finish the arm motion. Yes, I won't make you repeat. That was nice, Genevieve. This looks good. Yeah, so the hard, challenging part I find with the dead hang is slowing the arms down enough that they're not there, 5 minutes before your legs.
So the arms don't return until the
The legs return. Yeah, so the legs are coming back from that dead hang.
really slow.
Really slow with the arms. So there's a lot of control happening in the lats and in that upper
I gotcha.
quadrant.
Sure.
Okay, now I'm gonna make you guys repeat that. So, all right, why don't you hop up for a minute?